So it is 11:18 a.m. and I'm going to start doing these little clips throughout the day just to see how my day goes, because after my last post last night I just tanked and I felt awful. I got a migraine. It was bad. So now I'm in the middle of my second dose of Cytoxin. I can definitely feel it. Yeah. Still a little puffy from all the fluids. I probably will be for a while. Steroids too. I feel like crap. Yeah, it's brutal. But hopefully in the next couple weeks it'll get better. So today is day -5. I'm obviously feeling better this evening as opposed to earlier this morning. I'm going to try to keep doing little clips like that though, just so you can see like how rough it is. Last night sucked bad. I was nauseous all night and migraine pain. I got some pain meds, fell asleep for about 3 hours, woke up at 6 this morning, and I had some chest pain, which was nothing really. It's just side effect of all the fluids and everything I'm getting. But I did get a shower in today, so that was great. I got transferred out of the ICU, and I'm now on the hot unit, hematology oncology transplant. So it's extremely like germ freaks up here. Like the room that I'm in is not even the room I'm going to be staying in, because that's not going to be cleaned enough until Monday. They go through a super thorough process to clean it. So I'll be moving in there on Monday, and it's actually kind of funny. I'm moving into the room that I was in 3 years ago. It just happened to be the one that was open, so that's going to be interesting. But I'm going to do a little bit of explaining today. I know people have a lot of questions. Okay, first of all, transplant packages. I'll go over those. There's different packages for different types of transplant. Like my first transplant was a sibling donor match for aplastic anemia. That has its own specific package, and a leukemia patient has their own specific package. And what Robin Roberts had, she had myelodysplastic syndrome, which is like a pre-leukemia. She had her own package, and facilities do it differently, but my first package was a sibling donor match, and since we're so similar in our DNA, I had the least harsh treatment. I mean, it's still harsh, but the least amount harsh in the transplant world. But it wasn't enough to kill off my cells. They ended up being a little bit stronger than my sister's in the beginning, kind of taking over, which is why I relapsed. So this time I'm getting treated like an unrelated donor for aplastic anemia. And I'm still using my sister as my donor, but I'm just getting 2 different types of chemo this time, fludarabine and Cytoxin, plus I'll be getting radiation as well. And first I'll explain why people get the chemo if they don't have cancer. The chemo's job is to kill off my cells. In a week or two, I will essentially have 0 white count, so I won't be able to fight off anything, which is why it's so crucial that I can't have very many visitors at all, and I can't have anyone that's sick around me, because a common cold could kill me easily at that point. And that's why they're so just clean up here, because you can't get anything. It's life-threatening. Every little tiny cold is something that wouldn't even affect anybody else could kill me so fast. And so with killing off all my cells and adding my sister's cells, it has a better chance that mine won't react and attack hers again like they did. So I get the chemo to knock out my cells, not necessarily cancer cells. It's kind of like anyone, like I was saying, it's just part of the bone marrow transplant process. Everybody gets chemo because you need to kill your cells that don't work. And I just get my chemo through my PICC line like that, and I just wait it out. It sucks. It feels like I'm rotting. Literally, like my insides are rotting from the inside out. It's kind of hard to explain, but that's the closest I've come to being able to explain it. Like, it's just like the flu times like 1,000. it's really bad. I just get weak and nauseated, and it's brutal. So yeah, the difference between my transplant then and now is then I was treated as a matched sibling donor, but this time still using the same donor, but I'm getting treated as an unrelated just to make sure they kill off all my cells. So hopefully I won't ever have to do this again. Another drug I'm getting is called ATG. It's an anti-thymocyte globulin. They can come from a horse serum or a rabbit serum. They kind of do different things. Before, I was treated with the horse serum. This time I'm treated with the rabbit serum just because it goes with the package. They seem to work well together with these two different types of chemo and radiation, as the horse one did with just that type of chemo that I had before. And the radiation that I'm getting is to attack my lymphocytes. It's another immune suppressant. Everything I'm getting is to suppress my immune system. So this radiation will attack my lymphocytes, which are my white cells, to make sure that they don't go after my sister's bone marrow, because I want it to settle down. I want them to get along when they go in there, and hopefully I won't have any of mine left. But for the most part, I want my sisters to flourish and mine to die down. And I just get that through my IV as well. Another drug I'm getting is methylprednisone. I don't know if you know anything about prednisone, but it is like PMS times 10,000. I feel so bad for the people taking care of me, because this morning I turned my face really red too. That's why my cheeks are so rosy. This morning it was like I was just sitting there and I was like, why do I want to punch everyone in the face right now? Everyone who walked in there. Didn't even do anything wrong, but I wanted to just punch them. So irritated. Like roid rage. I was so irritated. And then like 5 minutes later, I was just like, I just want to cry. I just want to sit here and I want to cry. No reason. Just do. And then the next minute, I'm like, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. And then the next minute, I'm like, I'm going to cry again. It's seriously mood swings. Like constantly, I get like heat flashes, and it's part of the perks of the job, I guess. Oh my gosh. Another thing that I feel like I need to go over is the recovery. Okay, so this seems to be what people have a lot of trouble with, besides the point that I don't have cancer and I'm getting chemo. This is another big one. This isn't like a surgery. It's not like they don't drill into my bones, and it's not like super painful and whatever. If anything, it just makes me feel sick. But I get my sister's bone marrow through my PICC line. I'll just get it through one of these, just like a blood transfusion or anything else, and somehow it finds its way into my bone marrow areas and engrafts and takes off. But the process of killing off my bone marrow is so harsh that I have nothing to fight off any kind of disease. If I were to get a disease, it would literally attack my whole body and just knock me out and kill me. So after I get out of the hospital, I will basically be in quarantine. I can't go out in public, and if I do, I have to wear a mask, which makes people think that I'm the one who's sick when really I'm trying to protect myself from them. You know what I mean? Because there's people out there coughing and hacking, and it's like, I can't get that. And I can't have visitors, because the more people I'm exposed to, the more germs they're exposed to, and so on. It takes so long for my sister's new marrow, which is like a baby's brand new bone marrow. You know, they don't have any antibodies built up or anything. It's such a process for hers to flourish and make T cells, which are white cells that attack other viruses and things. It takes so long for that to flourish and be able to actually fight off things. So it's just, I have to just wait so long until I'm able to go out in public and I'm able to actually stand a chance against the common cold, you know? And obviously, that's kind of scary. I mean, getting the common cold, you could die, or I could die, but it's like, if I don't do this, I'm going to die anyways. If I didn't do this, I think I would probably die. I'd probably give it about 3 months. My counts are getting pretty low, so it's just, everything would just die off. And it seems so harsh, but to me it's just like, what am I going to do, you know? At least I'm trying and I'm working at it and I'm doing what I have to do to survive. And it's weird to say, but like I'm fighting for my life. And to me, it's just the norm. It's just like, oh, okay, like, yeah, I can't do this, I can't do that, you know, but to other people it's so shocking, but to me, I'm just so used to it, and it's just, when you get put in those situations, you do whatever you have to do to survive, you know? So I did this blog because why not let other people know what it's like? And I used to get so mad when people would say, oh, I'm so glad I'm not you and everything. I used to get so mad, but my mom told me, she's like, you should actually appreciate that because you made that person appreciate their life for that day. And I'm like, oh, my mom, she's so smart. She knows everything. Moving on to, I have to write everything down, by the way. I'm going off on like a little list that I wrote down, otherwise I forget. Onto like the social aspect. I can't believe the amount of views that this is getting. It's awesome and I love it. I love that it's just like bringing awareness to everything and helping people understand. It's really great, and that's what I wanted, you know, but I expected like maybe a couple hundred views, but it's doing really well and I'm really happy about it. I saw that someone tweeted to the Ellen show and told her that she should look at that. How cool is that? I actually watch the Ellen show every single day. It's so funny and it brightens up my day. I just thought that was really cool. I think it's really cool that people are going out of their way to try to like promote it a little bit, you know? I really like that. And people have been sending me messages through the blog contact form, which I love because I get that through email, and it's really nice to see what people have to say. And on Facebook, people are telling me their stories and how they can relate and how it's been, you know, kind of giving them hope. I think that's awesome. I'm so happy. And people are saying, like, you get a lot of getting called an inspiration, and at first I was like, I'm not doing anything. Don't say that. But to be honest, like, this whole process is inspiring myself. I never used to have a passion to want to go out and explore things, but now it's like all of a sudden I just want to travel and I want to see everything. I'm like dying to see the world. And I know it sounds tacky and cliche, but it seriously has opened my eyes, like, not to be afraid of going out of your comfort zone to go on an adventure. Like, I know it sounds so tacky, but cliches are cliches for a reason, right? You gotta use them sometimes. But as of right now, I'm trying to plan a 3-month backpacking trip across Europe, which would be so cool if I can raise the money. It's not really the cheapest thing to do, but hopefully I'll be able to do that with a couple of my friends. I think that would be so cool. That's something that I never would have done before, ever. I guess it is really true that you look at the bigger picture when you are faced with the reality that you might not get to do those things. It's kind of like, now I want to go out and do everything that I can because now I know that it is real, that I could possibly not be able to do those things. So now it's just like, I have this passion to just go out and explore and experience things. And that's kind of why I'm doing this blog, is because I kind of want other people to do that too, like to find a new passion or something, make them kind of go out of their comfort zone just to like explore. I love that word, explore, because that's just what I want people to do. And me and my family, we're planning a trip to go somewhere after my last transplant. We went to Maui through the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and now we're trying another one. I always joke with them, I guess it takes me getting a bone marrow transplant and chemo to get the whole family out of the house, but that's alright. The whole situation has honestly brought me out of my comfort zone, though, and I was telling my nurses this morning, I was like, if I could have a dream job, it would be to live as a drifter and just experience new cultures all over the world, and I want to like live places for months at a time. I just think that'd be super cool. If only I could get paid for it. You know, I think it'd be awesome. Yeah, I don't know. This has kind of been like a sappy post today, but you can have a couple of those, I guess. I hope I answered a lot of questions, and I keep using the contact form. I love that. You can never have too many words of encouragement, and I really appreciate everybody taking time out of their day to actually like see what I'm doing and see what I have to say, and like take the time to actually send me a message. It's really great, and I really appreciate it. So I will probably post tomorrow, probably in the morning when I am feeling super tough. I'll take a little clip then and add it in too. So have a good night.